Hello children, in this video we will solve questions that were asked in the International Mathematics Olympiad 2017-18 from the logical reasoning section for standard 5. Let us look at the questions. Select the correct water image of figure X. Whenever you are asked to find out the water image of any given figure, always draw your reference line as a horizontal line below the figure, and along this horizontal line you will have to invert the given figure, and that is how the water image of the figure will look. So here this is my line of reference and I have to invert the given figure along this line. So what will happen? The top and the bottom of the image will get inverted, but the left and the right of the image will remain the same. So now let us look at the given options and see which is the correct answer option. If you look at option A, here the top and the bottom of the image has interchanged. See, this is the bottom of the image and this is the top part which has interchanged, but the left and the right has also changed. If you see, this rectangle was on the left side of the image, but now it has moved to the right hand side of the image. So this is wrong. This is not our correct answer. Similarly, this is also not the correct water image because here also the left and the right has become interchanged. Option C is also wrong because in option C the image is not inverted. Correct answer obviously will be option D. If you look at option D, the image has inverted, that is the top of the image has now become the bottom and the bottom of the image has now gone to the top, but the left and the right is still intact and it has not changed. Correct answer option here is option D. Whenever you are given questions on water image, remember to draw the line of reference as a horizontal line just below the given image or the word, whatever be it, and invert the given figure along this horizontal line. That is how your water image will look like. Read the following information carefully and answer the following question. Karan and Karthik like Maths but do not like Science. Karthik and Shika do not like Hindi but like English. Shika and Sonal like Maths and Science. Karan likes only one subject. Sonal does not like only English. Which of the following subjects is liked by all the 4 students? Let us just write down the given information here so that we are able to arrive at the answer. What is given? Karan likes Maths. So Karan likes Maths and Karthik also likes Maths. Karthik also likes Maths, but Karan and Karthik like Maths, but Karan and Karthik don't like Science. Okay, let us not use that for now. I know that Karan likes Maths, Karthik also likes Maths. Then next statement says Karthik and Shika do not like Hindi but like English. So Karthik likes Maths and Karthik also likes English. Similarly, Shika likes English. It is given Karthik and Shika do not like Hindi but like English. Shika and Sonal like Maths and Science. So Shika also likes Maths. Similarly, what does Sonal like? Sonal likes Maths and Sonal likes Science too, and Shika also likes Science. Sonal does not like English. Karan likes only one subject. So Karan likes only Maths. He doesn't like any other subject. Now, what have I written down here? I have written the subjects that these people like. What Karan likes, what Karthik likes, what Shika likes, and what Sonal likes. Now, if you compare what I have written, which is the subject that all of them like alike, all of them should like one subject, right? That's what they are asking for. Which is the subject that all the students like? If you see, Karan likes Maths, Karthik likes Maths, Shika likes Maths, and Sonal also likes Maths. Question is, which of the following subject is liked by all the 4 students? All the 4 students definitely like Maths. The correct answer option that we are looking for here is option A, Maths. Next question. Which number will replace the question mark in the given number bond? So there is some pattern that is being followed here in this number bond. We have to identify that. Let's try to find that out. Here you have 6, 4 and 5 in one line. What is 6 plus 4 plus 5? 6 plus 4 plus 5, that is equal to 15. Similarly, here I have 5 plus 3 plus 7. What is 5 plus 3 plus 7? That is also equal to 15. And here if I add these three numbers that is appearing in this line, what will I get? I will get 6 plus 8 plus 1, that is also equal to 15. So if I add the three numbers which is appearing along any line, the answer that I get should be 15. If I follow the same logic here, when I add these three numbers, what should my answer be? That has to be 15. So this question mark plus 7 plus 1, that should be equal to 15. Or what is the value of this question mark? It is nothing but 15 minus 7 plus 1 is 8. 15 minus 8. What is that? That is equal to 7. The correct answer option that we are looking for is option A, 7. Which of the following words appears at third position in which they occur in the dictionary? How will these words appear in the dictionary? Which will be the first word that will come in the dictionary according to the alphabetical order? It has to be camera. Camera will come first in the dictionary because here you have CA followed by M. If you see all the other words, this is CAR. R. Here also the third letter is R. Here also the third letter is R. M will come first in the alphabetical order. So CAM will appear first in the dictionary. Then which will be the word that will come next? Will it be CARR or CARP or CART? It has to be CARP. So the next word that will come in the dictionary is carpenter. This is your word that will come second. And which will be the third word? It has to be either carom or carrot, because CARR will come next and CART will come only after that. So among carrot and carom, which will come first? Carom will come first because it is CARROM. Carrot is CARROT. This will come only fourth. So this will come third, this will come fourth, and CARTON, that will come fifth. The question is, which of the following words appear at the third position in the dictionary? Which will be the third one? It has to be carom. The correct answer here is option C. In a certain coded language, result is coded as SDTTMS. How will punish be coded in the same language? Let us find out what is the logic behind the code that is given here. You have a word result, and this word result is coded as SDTTMS. Let's try to understand what is the logic that they have used here. Here you have R plus 1 is S, that is in the alphabetical order you have R, which is the letter that will come just after R. It will be S, P, Q, R, S. So R plus 1 is S. Similarly, if you see for E, the code is D, that is one letter before E in the alphabetical order is D, or E minus 1 is D. Similarly, I have S, S plus 1 is T, P, Q, R, S followed by T. So S plus 1 is T, and here again one letter before U is T. So U minus 1 is T. Here the letter that will come after L is M, or L plus 1 is M. Similarly, the letter that will come before T is S, or T minus 1 is S. So this is the logic that has been used. Let us try to find out the code for punish using the same logic. So what will be the code for punish? So what will be the code for P? The letter that will appear in the English alphabetical order after P. Which is the letter that will come after P? It will be Q. Here it will be the letter that will come before U. Which is the letter that will come before U? It will be T. And here it will be the letter that will come after N. That will be O. Here it will be the letter that will come before I, which is H. Here it will be the letter that will come after S, that will be T, and here again it will be the letter which will come before H, which is G. So the code that we are looking for is QTOHTG. The correct answer option here is option B. Select a figure from the options which will continue the same series as established by the problem figure. there are some figures given here. You have to find out what will come in the place of question mark, and there is some pattern that is being followed here. Let us first try to identify the pattern so that we can solve the question. So if you look at the first figure, there is a line drawn like this on this side, and there is a curve here, and there is a letter written here. Now if you see in the second step, this line, right, that you draw is coming here. That is, it is come from top, it's come down, right? From here it's gone down like this in the clockwise direction. Basically it was in this corner, it is moving down like this in the clockwise direction and moving to this corner, and it is drawn here. And in the next step, what is happening? This line is again moving in the clockwise direction, and it is going to this corner. See, that is what it's come here. And the same line in the next step, it is again moving in the clockwise direction, it is moving towards the other corner, and it is coming. So we have to find out what will come here. So where will this line come in the missing figure? This line again will move to the next corner in the clockwise direction, and it will come like this. Now if you look at the options, option A is wrong, because here the line is on the bottom part, near the bottom corner. That is wrong. So this is also, A is wrong, D is also wrong. So the correct answer either has to be B or C. Now let us look at the dot and the letter in the given problem figure so that we are able to identify their pattern as well. See, if you look at how the dot moves, in the first step, see, there is a, let's consider this square here. The dot is here on the leftmost top in the first step, and then in the second step it comes here, then in the third step it's coming here, and in the fourth step the dot has reached here. So where will it come in the fifth step? It has to come here. So the dot has to come in this corner. So if you see both option B and C, yes, the dot is appearing in the bottom corner. So both the options are satisfying. Now let us look at the letter. What is happening to the letter and this curve? If you look at the first problem figure, the curve is in the bottommost corner, and there is A that is given there. And then what is happening? This is moving up, right? And B is coming here. Okay, let me just draw that again here so that it's clear to you. Let's understand how the movement happens. So in the first step, A is appearing here, and then in the next step, it is going upwards in the clockwise direction. It is going upwards in the clockwise direction, and it is coming here as B. And then in the next step, it is moving to the next corner in this direction, and D is coming. And then it is moving downwards, and G is coming. So in the fifth step, again it should move to this direction, and here is, it should come here, right? Again, it will not be A, it will be some other letter. We have to find out what letter it is. Now first there was A, then there was B, then there was D, and then there was G. So what will come next? See, after A, right, B, then there is one gap in between, right? B, C is not there, then they have written D, and after D, E and F is not written, and G is given. So then what should come next? After G, H, I, J will not be written, and it should be K. That is, the gap between A and B is 0. The gap between B and D is 1, because C is coming in between and C is not written here. Similarly, the gap between D and G is 2. And what will come next? The gap between G and the next letter has to be 3, or the letter that has to come there is K. So K will come here. It has to be K. What will be a correct answer option? Your correct answer option here will be option C. Here it is given J, which is wrong, so it has to be option C. What you have to do in such questions is that always look at each element or each line or symbol that is given in the problem figures and see how they are moving in each step. What is the pattern each of them are following in each step, and then you will be able to arrive at the missing figure. Let's look at the next question. Khushbu is facing the amusement park. She turns in the anti-clockwise direction to face the beach. What angle did she turn through? So this is Khushbu and she is facing the amusement park. That is, she is facing in this direction. Which direction is this? It is east. Whenever you have questions on directions, always keep this directions diagram in your mind. It is very, very important. This is north, south, east and west, because it will come in handy while solving questions. So here it is given Khushbu is facing the amusement park. She turns anti-clockwise to face the beach. Khushbu is turning anti-clockwise to face the beach. Anti-clockwise means, see, you have a clock. This is clockwise direction. That is the direction in which the needles of the hands of the clock moves is called as clockwise direction. The opposite direction, this is called as anti-clockwise direction. And what is Khushbu doing? Khushbu is moving in the anti-clockwise direction and she is facing the beach. So she is turning like this and now she is facing the beach. The question is, what is the angle through which she has turned? For this question, you don't require the directions diagram, but always keep this diagram in mind, because for most of the questions on directions, it will be useful. Here, I don't need the diagram. I just need to find out this angle. How will I find out this angle? What is this angle? This is nothing but right angle or 90 degree. If you see, Khushbu has turned like this, right? See, amusement park is in this direction and she has turned like this and now she is facing the beach. What angle will this be? This will be nothing but this 90 degree plus this angle. This is what? This is 45 degrees, right? See, you have 90 degrees. Half of 90 degrees is 45 degrees, or 45 degrees plus 45 degree makes 90 degree. We all know this, right? So what is the angle by which she has turned? She has turned by 90 plus 45, or she has turned by 135 degrees. Correct answer here is option C. There is a certain relationship between figures 1 and 2. Establish a similar relationship between figures 3 and 4 by selecting a suitable figure from the given options, which will replace the question mark in figure 4. This is a question on analogy. There is some relationship between figure 1 and 2. Similarly, the same relationship is between figure 3 and 4, and you have to find out what will come in place of figure 4. If you see here, there is a line like this and there are two dots. This is how the figure 1 looks like, and there is a square here and there is a it's not a rectangle, something like a trapezium is there on this side. Now if you look at figure 2, what has happened? The shading has changed. Earlier in the figure 1, this part was shaded, but if you see, and this part was not shaded. If you see in figure 2, this part is not shaded and this is shaded. Basically the shading has become reverse, and also the way in which the figures have been placed, right? See, earlier there was a line and to the left side of the line the two figures were placed. If you look at figure 2, there is a line and the figures are placed to the right side of the line and the shading has interchanged. So the same thing has to be done for this set also, that is for figure 3 and 4. So if you look at figure 3, there is a line and to the left side of the line there is a triangle on the top. Now we are in the fourth figure, that is the missing figure. Where will this triangle be? This triangle has to be on the other side. It has to be on the right hand side. See here in the first figure, there was a square to the left hand side of the line, and in the second figure, the square moved to the right hand side. So similarly, here the triangle is to the left side of the line, and in the fourth figure, it has to move to the right hand side of the line, and the circle will come to the left hand side. Similarly, this semicircle in the third figure is on the right hand side, which will come to the left hand side in the fourth figure, and the circle will move to the other side. Now coming to shading, like the first and the second figure, if you see in the first figure, this square was shaded initially in the first figure, but in the second figure the square is not shaded, and the trapezium was not shaded in the first figure, but it was shaded in the second figure. Applying the same logic, here the triangle was shaded in the first figure, so here the triangle will not be shaded. Here the semicircle is not shaded in the first figure, so here the semicircle will be shaded. Same logic. Whatever is the logic that you use for these two figures, you have to use the same logic for these two figures. So which will be the answer that you are looking for? The correct answer here will be option D. Don't mark option A, because in option A, if you see, the circles are also shaded, but the circles, however it was appearing in the first figure, the same way it was appearing in the second figure. So here both the circles are not shaded, so in the fourth figure also the circles will not be shaded. The correct answer definitely has to be option D. I hope all the questions that we solved from this section was clear to all of you. Thank you.